Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Oxford, New York. It's a small town about halfway between Greene, New York and Norwich, New York. And I've always wanted to check it out and take a look, so I figured I'd take you guys along for the journey today. And we'll see, there's a couple cool looking buildings downtown and some shops, so I figured we'd do a quick walk around and take a look. Across the river over here, there's the Oxford Fire Department. There's a, what I assume is a school that way. And there's a really cool looking church down there too. I can't really see the screen with the sun glare, so I hope I showed them to you guys good enough. Anyway, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, and we'll take a look together. Let's go. And there's a little plaque here, Oxford's Master Designer. On this site, Theodore Burr, I can't read it, B-U-R-R, Burr. Theodore Burr built Oxford's first bridge in 1802. And feel free to pause the video there if you want to read the rest of it. But apparently, I'm guessing this is not the original bridge because that drawing looks nothing like it. But like anything, that nothing lasts forever, so I'm sure it's been replaced. All right, so this street right here is called Main Street. And you got Third Day Teas over there. A couple of empty looking storefronts maybe, an insurance place right there on the other side of this truck, and a pizza restaurant. And that's where we were standing for the intro right down there, but I had to restart the video because I had those settings wrong. Anyway, moving on. Oxford Blackhawks. There you go. I assume that's the theme of the local school district, although I don't know for sure. Home of the Giant Stadium Burger. Lunch, dinner, gatherings. I don't see a name on this restaurant, though. The Stadium is the name of this place right here. And so we're on Route 12 now. And yeah, look at this. The Stadium. And we'll cross the street over here and take a look at some of the cool shops that you got. Splashtastic Paws. I assume that's some kind of doggy daycare. There's an NBT Bank and a Moravito. There's another, looks like a restaurant? I don't know. I can't really read it from here with the sun glare. Oh, it's a Sign Co. All right, so we'll cross the street now. So even though this is Route 12, it's labeled North Canal Street and Lafayette Park, I assume is the name of the park across the street. Hoppy's Good Food. Oh, and they got a really giant ice cream cone over there in the corner. That's cool. I've always wanted to stop and get ice cream every time I've driven by here. And I won't lie to you guys, this is the first time I've ever actually walked in downtown Oxford. Looking Good Hair Salon. Cute little building. It almost looks like it used to be like a railroad train station or something. I don't know. Got a little small-time pharmacy over here. All the buildings down here look really well kept so far. And I do like that they tried to put some kind of design in the sidewalk here, albeit a simple one. And then you got a Dollar General across the street. Those houses have like kind of like a little Victorian-esque feel to them over there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, they look a little Victorian-ish. So we'll cross the street. There's ample parking downtown here, so if you're short on time, it seems to me like you wouldn't have any trouble getting a parking spot. Really cool looking little gazebo over here. I can picture in the summer maybe they have like concerts on the lawn here, I'm sure. And there's a historic placard right here. Let's see, what does this guy say? Junction of the Ithaca Catskill Turnpike and the Utica Binghamton line of post coaches. Stage route and mail line formed in 1822. State Department of Education, 1938. Wow, that's got to be an old sign. The United States Post Office right across the street over there. Again, I'm getting vibes that it could have been a post office at one point. But who knows? If you know anything about Oxford that I don't, which is probably a lot, feel free to drop a comment. I always find you guys' comments interesting and fun to read. And then over here on this corner, we've got the Oxford Tavern. I don't know if it's in business or not. It looks like it was a fun place, if it isn't. Oxford Tax Service on the corner over here. So you can come downtown, you can get a ice cream cone, you can get your haircut, get your drugs, do your taxes, and go to the pub all on the same corner. Let's see here, what do we got on this block? There's another hair salon. I wonder if they have duels with the one across the street. Oxford Laundromat. So this is an interesting space here. I wonder if at one point there was another old-timey building here and it, like, you know, burned down or got torn down or something like that. Not sure. So we're almost back to the corner now. And this is a really cool building. I'm sure you guys will get really good shots of it from the air in this video at some point. But what do we have in here? Village of Oxford and the Oxford Police Department. And they've got the badge in the window there. But man, look at the stonework on this thing. This is incredible. Although I see up in the corner there, there's a broken window. Let me zoom in. Yeah, there's a broken window in the peak there. I wonder what, if anything, that spire was used for at one point. So yeah, you can get arrested and go to court all in the same building here. Pretty cool. So we're back at the corner now with Route 12 North and South and East 220. And then before we cross the street, we'll just take a peek down here real quick. You got Oxford Motors. You got what looks like some kind of hardware store, although I can't see or read a name from here. Yeah, oh yeah, hardware store. Canal Street Hardware. There it is. Again, I'll see if I can zoom in here a little bit for you. There you go. So Canal Street Hardware and Oxford Motors is the rest of the block. And then you got the side of this building again, which just looks beautiful. The stonework and the design of it all. Looks great. So downtown Oxford is a blend of old historic city hall, police station, and some shops too. This side of the building doesn't look quite as great as the front. Needs a paint job in my opinion, but still looks pretty historic and imposing looking, especially compared to the rest of the town. It's very, very noticeable when you're here in downtown Oxford. And then there's the pizza restaurant we saw earlier. All right, guys, well, there's your very brief tour of downtown Oxford. You got everything you need in this little square here. If you enjoyed today's walking tour of downtown Oxford, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below. And as always, links to support the channel, always down in the video description. And look, they even have a Oxford plaque over there. It says first town meeting held at this point, April 17. I can't read the rest of it. But yeah, that's where the first town meeting was held. Look at that. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys.